All those technical difficulties, people. I got the microphone up now because I really feel like I'm in the mode. I don't exactly know where we cut off. Well,
microphone in front of you too.
I know double microphones.
Just registered that you
right. I have double microphones because This is the game show host microphone and this is the podcast microphone. But
is that one hooked up to anything?
No, it's
okay.
It's literally just sitting on my floor.
So you are a man in a purple suit jacket speaking into a microphone plugged into nothing, right?
Yes, correct.
Okay.
In my childhood bedroom, mind you. But anyway.
I read a Yelp review about
purple walls and a purple coat. Just realized that too.
Exactly. So what we're going to do here this week on Two Hippies, One Drunk is I decided I've always been into reviews. Reviews are awesome. But I didn't want to just sit there and be like, hey, let's read reviews. You had to come up with a way of doing it. So I decided to do it in a game show style. And I figured we would do kind of like Jeopardy. I have some categories here. And I looked up very real reviews, I should say. These are all real. They're not made up. And not made up for comedy purposes at all. Which anyone that's ever read reviews...
Like some of that stuff's probably better.
And I feel like we've talked about this before, but you have to... The level of crank you have to be to create a Yelp account, and then to review places
I would say I can't even imagine. The only ones in these lists that you could you'll see, but like the only ones might be hotels, and I think there's one or two in here I think there's one in here where I'm like I can understand writing. I mean, not really because I don't understand really what you're going to plan to get out of it. But it almost makes sense that you might want to tell somebody, hey, this is something that happened. But anyway, so what we're going to do is now we're going to, that's the intro. And we're just going to go into game show mode here. And there we go. So how's the song go?
We're in.
There's no sound effect.
Right. Do. So anyway, I am your host, Eric Fady of this week's Yelpardy. And we have two contestants here. Scott Ryan, would you like to say something about yourself, Scott Ryan?
I like magic. I like conspiracy theories.
That will come up in one of the commercials we have for the show.
You don't say. Wow. Very interesting. And I would just like to point out that this is most likely a backdoor audition for you to actually become the new host of Jeopardy.
That's a good point. They're technically looking. They kind of found one, but then in this day and age, of course, no one's perfect, and whoever they found had some sexist tweets from 10 years ago or something. But
you've never said anything questionable.
Never.
Not
once.
Yeah.
And then we have from Grand Rapids, Michigan, also Tyler Charles.
Yeah.
Who are you, Tyler Charles, and what are you doing here?
I'm answering questions. I don't know what I'm doing here. I just showed up.
Great, and you're ready.
I got things I do. You know, I like art. I like stuff.
Also come up later.
Yeah.
You don't say.
I just showed up here, and I'm doing this.
Perfect.
You brought us on here, all right?
Oh yeah, I forgot
I really like being a contestant. That's great.
I really
That's
don't
enough.
like that we're standing on a trap door with boiling lava.
Yeah, what is the deal with all the lava? I
don't know, but your intros are done and the music is over. So we're moving on to the game show.
There was never any music.
Our host.
This is the very, very official Yelpardy board we have here today.
Ooh, okay.
And our categories are hotels, gas stations, retail stores, and because I don't know how to spell restaurants, food places.
Okay, that's better. I thought it might have been retards. So
that would be a very poor spelling of that word.
Oh, wait a minute. 1 second here.
He's like, it does say retards.
All right, well, there goes my shot at being Jeopardy host.
Oh my God! I have quite an
one time.
This is not a great confession I'm about to make here, and I feel really bad about this.
So no Jeopardy for him.
I had a bit of a week, and I'm not going to get into it here. But I thought I had done all my reviews, and I forgot my food places review.
So one of the categories is out.
Right. So we don't have that category.
All right.
I'll take restaurants for 1,000.
I'll take food places for whatever's the most. Yeah, I know the answer. Nothing.
God damn it.
What is the void?
Yeah, what is the emptiness?
I feel like, wow, the yoke is on my face. I put on this tie and everything. I don't even have one of the
I'm
categories.
starting to question the professionalism of this entire
How
operation.
dare you? How dare you? There's
With
a,
all of the risks we're taking being here. I don't like it.
especially in these uncertain times.
Yeah.
But
He hasn't even gotten to the... One of the categories is out because he forgot it.
well, I apologize for that. And then we're just gonna have to move on. I can't do them all.
Imagine if you were on Jeopardy and Alex Trebek was like, we don't have that. We don't have that section prepared.
Could
so
you
just
imagine?
ignore that, yes?
Could you imagine him him being in charge of the categories and stuff? Like Alex Trebek trying to decide. He doesn't decide. He reads a card and he moves on.
Wow.
I don't even know what to
Trebek
say. This
lays
is
in his grave being eaten by maggots. That's
That's
what
fair.
Alex Trebek does.
Nowadays,
But
when he was alive.
well, again, I apologize to our viewing and listening audience. That's on me. That's on me. So we're gonna move on. Now I'm gonna decide who goes first, and I could pick a regular coin, or I could pick my medal I received for running a marathon. No big deal. And then I could.
look at you, fancy.
I could. I mean, they don't just hand these away to anybody. They got to run the
No, you
26
earned
miles.
that.
So
Yeah, you got to show up to the place.
Right.
Run.
and you can't forget the categories. That's for sure. But anyway, Tyler, I'm gonna let you pick what I've just. There's something on one of these things is heads and one of the tails. You don't need to know which one because it doesn't matter. And you're gonna pick one, and I'm gonna toss it. I'll let you know if you won or not.
Yeah, yeah. So I have no. Whatever.
No,
I will not know.
Just say a thing.
Okay. Say a thing. All right.
Heads or tails.
Yep.
You
Yeah,
lost.
I won.
Heads.
You lost. Crazy. It's Scott's pick.
I feel
So-
like I earned that. I earned that failure.
So we just have to. Let me just cross off these food places.
I don't know if he flipped a coin. I didn't see it.
I didn't see anything.
I just wanted to show my medal. Let people know I ran a marathon. I mean, anyway.
Does the
Okay,
medal
host.
have heads or tails?
No, it didn't have heads or tails. I just decided what. Whoever I gave the choice to pick was going to lose. That's the.
Have you considered being a referee for the NFL? Because I feel like you might actually be really good at it.
I was once a referee for 6 and 7-year-old basketball, and I remember one time. I still to this day remember one time a dad yelling at me about an out of bounds call I called.
That dad was insane. Also, I'm sure you deserved it.
Yeah, you.
And I wouldn't doubt if that dad was one of these people leaving us a Yelp review. So,
No doubt.
so Scott, you have apparently 3 categories to choose from. You have hotels, and by the way, these are all for 500 whatever, 10,000 things, 20,000 things, and 50,000 things that you can win.
50,000
50,000 things. What things? What are the
I don't know.
things?
It's a big number though. So we got hotels,
currency.
right? Yeah.
It's the Jeopardy currency. We can use it at the.
Yeah, you have
Jeopardy
500
store.
currency of whatever that is, and
Ooh, okay.
so you can
I
have
feel like
hotel.
that's like 5 cents.
Yeah.
You can have
Look at me.
hotels, gas
50,000
stations,
yen.
or retail stores.
Okay, retail
For-
stores.
For what? How much
For
currency?
5,000.
For 50,000 things.
Wow, he's going right to the top. right to the
There's
top
like
of the
a 50%
currency.
chance the question's not prepared and he's just going to have to give it to me.
Oh, I have the questions. They actually are in no. They're in no zero. They're in whatsoever as far as order,
No
as far
order.
as the currency. They're not in any harder or easier currency.
I thought so. Why I picked it.
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
So, retail stores. And here's what we're going to do. I'm going to read a very real Yelp review,
Okay.
and you have to just pick what type of store they are. Now, they're all name. Now, the problem is retail is obviously a very big thing. These are nationwide stores, though. They're not some like mom and pop thing. You should technically know what the store is.
It's not going to be a Piggly Wiggly or something.
Well, Piggly Wiggly is, I mean, that's technically it's a regionalized area. If you're in the South, you know
Okay,
what
my
a
guess is Piggly
Yeah.
Wiggly.
It's Piggly
Pretty good on
Wiggly.
that one.
what a slam to our southern listeners. Scott just calling out on the Piggly Wiggly. The one guy we have listening to Alabama's pissed. Anyway, so here we go. It seems
Well,
every
wouldn't he
time.
not be because he represented it.
And the Piggly Wiggly only, like, anywhere you find a Piggly Wiggly, there's a chance slavery still is legally allowed.
Or at least not frowned upon.
Yeah,
Not frowned upon.
it's still happening. For
Right,
sure.
right. So here we go. It seems every time I go into the blank, the worker is miserable, rude, and judgmental. Its location is extremely convenient, but I'm starting to feel that the trip across this road is not worth it. Plus, I don't know who's in charge of their marketing department, but there's 1,000 homes in your backyard that are very convenient stop for us. Still cheap, sell cheaper cigarettes, and have better soda selection.
Okay, so if I had to guess,
Do you want me to
I
read that
feel-
again? Or no?
I think I got it. That was the whole thing, right?
Okay, yep.
Okay. Because
Yeah, because
Here-
And I can say this: you can technically rule out gas stations because it's not a gas station
I don't
category.
rule out gas stations. I got it. It's a convenience store of some form. They sell cigarettes.
Right.
Which is probably any convenience store. So that probably doesn't help me. And you know what? This is probably a little bit out of left field, but I feel like that level of entitlement, that is a Target shopper. That feels like a Target shopper.
Ooh. I am sorry. I'll let Scott. We're gonna do this is Jeopardy / Family Feud. Scott, you have a chance to steal the points.
Okay, Steve, I have a chance to steal the point.
Tyler does. Tyler has
No,
Tyler has a chance to steal the points.
We need to read through the lines. All right.
Do you want me to read it to you again, Tyler?
Yeah.
It seems every time I go into blank, the workers are miserable, rude, and judgmental. Its location is extremely convenient, but I'm starting to feel the trip across this road isn't worth it. Plus, I don't know who's in charge of their marketing department, but there are 1,000 homes in your backyard, and you are that are very convenient stop for us. Sell cheaper cigarettes. I don't know what. By the way, this is copy and pasted, so this is the bad English is on them. And they have better selection.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
So there's homes in the background of this place.
Right.
So it could be like any kind of store, right? The
Very true.
category
The category is retail stores.
Yeah. So it's,
And you know it's not a gas station.
it's not a gas station. You can get cigarettes. If it wasn't that, I was gonna be like maybe Burlington. But you can't get cigarettes to my knowledge.
And you expect the
Burlington
employees to be rude at a Burlington.
Yes,
County Bank.
that is
True.
true.
Especially
That is
because
true.
Scott worked there at one point.
Yeah, he was one of the workers.
Yes. And I would be rude again.
Screw it, like Walmart.
Ooh, it was a Rite Aid. A Rite Aid.
Rite Aid.
You know,
My
I,
next
I
guess
wanted
is gonna
those
be
50,000
family
imaginary
fair, so.
points. That's all I want.
it's going to become a theme, by the way, because something that I always am drawn to is the notion that people go to places repeatedly, but still complain and still keep shopping there. Yeah, the idea that this person, she goes there all the time, apparently, but they're always rude and yada, yada, yada. So,
Well, no,
anyway.
okay, and
go ahead.
actually, it was a single employee is extremely.
It actually-
rude.
yes,
I
it
keep
actually
dealing
is.
with this single employee.
Right. True. Now, let me just.
Honestly, it wasn't even that crazy of a thing to write. Like, just don't do it. Like, why? Like, it's not even that extreme. I feel like you took time out of your day to say that.
Yeah, and you know what I'm pissed off about too is if I was Sherlock Holmes in this,
Right.
like it would have been very smart to be like she's complaining about a single employee.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
retail stores tend to have a single employee.
That's a good point.
It would have been your Walgreens, right?
And you know what? I would say this. I could have helped you guys out with this. I forgot to mention this because it would be so lowbrow to go to Walmart because WalmartPeople.com. None of these are Walmart, I should say.
Yeah.
I'm sorry about that, Tyler. That's your fault for not asking me about it, but
I accept it, and I'm okay with it.
Already in Target. I will ask you again.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep throwing Target in there.
All right, Tyler. I guess you get to pick now: hotels, gas stations, or back to retail
I'm
stores.
going hotels. Let's go
For how
hotels.
many currency?
We're going like let's go 50 thou.
Wow, bro, all the way to the top.
That money, dude.
They're really
Get them
going for the top.
things,
So we got
whatever they are.
hotels. Again, these are actually in no
Okay, and
actual
these are
order.
not motels or any kind of like.
I should say these are all name brand places. There's nothing that you would. I mean, I don't think you know all hotel brands, but these are all things that. These are all places that we might stop on when we go on our trip next year. For example, these aren't just like, I didn't pick whatever, the Bates Motel, if you know. So whatever.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like Motel 6s.
Okay, so this is kind of a long review.
One that could actually use a negative Yelp review.
That's a good point.
Stay away. Don't.
So this is kind of a long review, but I felt it worth it. Okay, we had no towels or clean linen in the room, no soap, nothing. We spoke to Ashley, the GM, and she told us we would have to use shampoo. She told us we would have to use shampoo to wash our body and hands with because they were still waiting on a shipment. Also, I came to see what sorry, I've always had a hard time reading out loud. I came to see was there more clean linens an hour later because me and my husband wanted to shower before his appointment. I went down and seen Ashley, the GM, kissing another employee who was definitely staffed because he had a blank shirt on. Very unprofessional. And still, there was no clean linens or no soap. She told us we could leave, but she couldn't do anything and can't refund us for anything. She made a statement that said, "Chicken places run out of chicken. It's the same concept. Nothing she could do, and she couldn't refund her money." There's a lot to unpack there.
First of all, I want to date this Ashley. Yeah,
right.
I'm into her.
Yeah, just making out with another employee.
She makes out with her employees. She's rude to the customers.
Yeah. She's really checking off.
By the way,
she's got a job. She definitely got a car. She's a GM.
Yeah.
Really high up in there. Like, you're getting that high class lady that's a
I'm not totally sure, though, by the way. Not to be mean.
Towels from the hotel at her home.
Right.
Full on robes.
I have to say,
at home.
I'm not totally sure that chicken places run out of chicken is exactly the same comparison as a hotel not having linens. But
why chicken places run out of chicken?
And the equivalent would be like you ordered a chicken meal and the chicken place just brought you some coleslaw. It was
right.
just like, we don't have chicken. So.
And not only do we not have it, but suck a dick. Like
hotels run out of linens. It's the same thing.
Right.
Yeah, she just catches this woman making out with an employee.
For some reason, the fact that it's an employee makes it worse to this reviewer. Which doesn't really make sense. Is it better if you catch her making out with a guest?
Great point. That's a great point. Like,
well, at that point, you could be like, "That's her boyfriend." Not he works.
Or be
here.
like, "Is this a service they provide here in exchange for the women?"
Yeah, if I see that on our trip, we're going to be having a new guest that night. So,
right, seriously. Look, we don't have any linens, but you can
right.
5 seconds if
that's what that whole thing was.
Tyler, do you have a guess on what name chain hotel this might be?
Okay, so name chain. Okay. What hotel would just not give?
The thing is,
the GM like that, and that's behavior that's just there. Like you're not even hiding it a little. So
I'll tell you this: it's not Venetian in Las Vegas. I'll say this: it's not like the Venetian in Las Vegas or something.
I'm thinking like levels of like I can't. Okay, I'm gonna say I think this would qualify as a hotel, but it's at that low tier.
Right.
Days in.
Damn, that's a good guess. It's not it, but that's a very good guess.
Motel 6.
No, that's not it either. Tyler was right to go with his path though. There's like a series of tiers of hotel, and some of them there's these middle ground ones
too.
Right, and so this one was a La Quinta Inn hotel.
I have never heard of a La Quinta.
Really?
I've never stayed at one.
Huh? That's interesting.
No, I don't think I will. From now on.
I hope this isn't vaguely racist, but I feel like a La Quinta, it sounds like mix between a hotel and like a coyote sneaking you across the border.
Well, all I'll say is when Tyler said he wouldn't be staying at a La Quinta, I can guarantee that's not true because he'll be staying at one in the next 6 months. So not this one, not this one, no, but a one.
Oh yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Okay,
Dude, your name wouldn't be Ashley, baby.
Yeah, do you make out with your employees?
You make out with your guests.
Yeah, what about it? What's your guest deal?
Okay, Scott, you have hotels, gas stations, or retail stops, and there's only 150,000. What'd you say?
Yeah, let's do gas stations for 50,000.
God, you guys want the big money, the big currency.
I'm certain if I can get this, I will just win the whole game.
Yeah, I think.
Oh,
so.
I think if any of you get,
I mean,
you have to catch up on lower tier ones. Yeah,
I think if you guys get any of these, if anyone gets a thing, because the randomness is so ridiculous that the idea that you would guess the because none of these. None of these
we're not given like a group of them,
right? And
like all of them,
right? None of these are anything distinct. You know what I mean? Someone honestly, I've stayed at La Quintas before. They're pretty nice. They're in that. You're right. They're in that middle tier. They're below like a Marriott, but they're above a Motel 6. They usually have a nice breakfast and whatever. Yeah. Anyway, all right, gas stations. Okay, here we go. All the employees are rude, and most of them need to see a psychiatrist because they seem miserable. Will not spend money at this location ever again. Yeah, it's a gas station, moron.
Yeah,
why are you leaving your review?
Well, no.
All, that sounds like any gas station I've ever been in.
That's my point, dude. They're working at a gas station. Yeah, of course they're miserable. I've worked at a gas station. It sucks.
Were you supposed to be happy today when you came into that place?
Like, you need to get therapy, lady. I'm saving up for a car. Okay?
Yeah.
Right. And the other thing is, by the way, you're reviewing a gas station. My God. Anyway.
And nobody is ever going to not go to a gas station because it got a poor Yelp review.
Who are looking at this? Dude, who are looking at these reviews? When I was doing it, I was thinking, who's looking at these? By the way, what are you about to run out of gas and be like, okay, I got 2 stations here. Well, let me check their rating review on Yelp and see which one's better. Like,
you know what sucks? You know who is looking at the reviews is the managers.
Oh yeah.
The owners.
Oh yeah.
That's the one thing, because I've gotten pulled in for situations before.
Oh, I don't doubt it.
Oh, we got this review and shape up. I was like, look, man, I'm gonna smoke inside of a Burlington coat factory.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, and it's gonna be crack, and you're gonna deal.
Okay, Do you have a guess, Scott?
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go. I think Speedway's got a little too much structure for that.
You can't throw out names. You gotta go one name.
Yeah.
I think Speedway.
That's your guess?
Not the one.
No.
Man, I'm trying to think of like a real bottom because you got your BP, got your Shell.
Tyler?
Oh, Circle K.
God, Scott, I hate to do this to you. The convenience stores of Speedway. You could.
You did.
Man.
I was so worried that I was giving tells. Like, I don't have a great poker face a lot of times, so I was like,
That's hilarious.
oh shit. Yeah, man, it was a Speedway. By the way, this is a Speedway that I go to on a regular basis, and it's fine.
Have you ever offered therapy to the employees?
I have not. I have not offered therapy, but maybe I will going forward. Honest to God, when I was trying to think of,
you want them to get therapy so bad, how about you fucking go in there and talk to them about the problem?
Right, dude. They're having a shitty day. They work at a gas station.
Yeah.
But like,
offer your services first.
When I was trying to come up with places to review, like hotels, retail stores, and if I had done food places, those were like the easy ones. And I kept trying to think of something else, and then finally I'm like, do people review gas stations? And sure enough.
You know what? We need some sort of people worry about like social credit systems and all that or whatever, but we need people to have a profile for who they are and allow these people to also rate the customers.
Great point, dude.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I agree. Tyler, I guess you're up next, right? What did you want? Retail stores, hotels, or gas stations.
Let's go another gas station. Let's go. What is the one right under 50,000? 20,000.
20,000 things.
Okay, 20,000 things. I want them 20,000 things.
Okay, this is the idea that this isn't like so much like douchey, but it's like, what is the point of writing it? Why? Sometimes getting in and out of here is a pain. Typical gas station, not my first stop because of traffic. Like, okay. Because by the way, this is nothing. This is
that again. Just refresh me.
Sometimes getting out of here is a pain. Typical gas station, not my first stop because of the traffic. Dude, by the way, the gas station's already there. So
yeah,
what can you do? Then just don't go there. What is the review going to do? The corporation is going to look at that and go, man, we got to do something about this traffic.
Yeah, time to lay out the spike strips.
Right.
Oh man, which could it be? I'm thinking like, I'm not gonna say it, but like it sounds like it doesn't sound like anything. It's very vague.
All right, dude, it's very vague.
I wouldn't pick Speedway for this one.
You know what I'll say? I'll say this. I very specifically did not choose the same brand for any of these. So I wanted, because I thought it'd be weird if I was like, oh, it's another Speedway. I didn't want to rail on Speedway for 40 minutes or something. Like
you could, but you probably
we could rail on all of these things in reality.
Yeah. BP.
Ooh, it was a Shell gas station, and by the way,
I'm
very familiar.
You did.
Oh, damn it! Well, I didn't make up the rules, and Scott wins 20,000 points.
I'm cheating. I'm cheating. Scott wins 20,000 with the cheat.
The host made a mistake, and that's not his fault. So 20,000 points go to Scott.
I gotta find these mistake holes.
I should say this, by the way. I'm very familiar with this Shell gas station, as it's the one I worked at in Holland on like 8th and 23 or whatever that road is. Like, I worked at this gas station, and it is a pain to get out of. But who the hell is going there at some point and writing a review about it? Like,
and you know what? I hate getting out of all gas stations.
They almost all suck, dude.
Experience.
There's because gas stations tend to be at corners, or they just don't tend to be in areas that are convenient to get out of.
Yeah, no, totally. Yeah, be like, okay, yeah, great. And you got a bunch of people like parked all next to the gas. You got a bunch of people parked. Yeah, no, it's a disaster.
Right. Sorry about that, Tyler. That's my fault. And what are you gonna do? Those are the rules. Scott, you get to pick.
And Tyler gets awarded 20,000 points.
Did I feel like known rules? I feel like this is off subject, and I might end up regretting saying this. But just talk about getting in and out of places.
Yeah.
I did admit a while ago. I may have mildly hit a man driving out of Walgreens.
We're not allowed to tell people, and you're allowed to tell all of our listeners.
Yeah,
that's how it works. That's how it works.
Wow.
Yeah, he hit a man.
Right on my game show, even.
Yeah.
This thing's you know what?
Reveal it.
You know what I never did is I forgot. You know what, Tyler, Scott, we'd love to hear that, but I got to go to the commercials. I apologize. I forgot.
Yeah, that's good. I shouldn't say his name out loud anyway.
I forgot to go to. They're gone.
No, we're here.
Okay.
Going to commercial.
Oh, okay. I didn't even think about it. Okay, so we
anyway,
have.
He was very kind. He was.
Where are we here?
No big deal.
Shouldn't have been. Should have sued you for everything you're worth. Everything.
Let me see. Okay. Sorry, we're here. We are at the commercials. We have the show. These days, you can get your news from everywhere, even Facebook. But can you trust any of it? Well, for those of you who for some reason still pay outrageous TV prices, did you know there are channels that focus only on news 24/7? That's right. And since it's our only job, you know we're reliable. We sift through all those news stories and memes your friends and family members share on Facebook, and find out the ones that are actually true, and let you and yell them at you and repeat all day so you're informed. This also helps you decide who are those family members you don't want to be friends with anymore. Also, we work uber hard at being interactive. For example, sometimes instead of doing actual research and checking sources, we have whole segments where we just read random people's tweets. That way you feel like you're part of the broadcast. Lastly, if you're ever worried that we don't have a channel that fits your narrative, you want your narrative that you want your news from, we have plenty of channels. Oh, sorry. We have channels from. I apologize. I read this 20 times and I can't read out loud. We have channels that just pretend high gas prices and food shortages are not only not there, but they're even good for you. And we also have channels for people who like things the way they were before, and I mean like way before. If you catch my drift. So before you blindly scroll through the social media feeds on your phone and to stay informed, give us another chance. Cable news. All right, guys, that was one of our commercials for the day. And now we have Scott gets to pick another category here.
Okay, 1 second before I pick that, I just got.
Do you have a comment on the commercial?
just because the
commercial, we were just watching it.
The commercial made me think about, like, to me, the funniest advertisement campaign I've ever seen for.
Is it like a legit advertisement campaign?
Yeah.
Okay.
It reminded me of it when you said it at the end. If you haven't tried a Ford lately, try one again.
Right. It's like, why not just throw it against the wall, see what happens?
Like, yeah, you didn't like it before, but maybe you will right now.
We've gotten better, kinda. I think.
We're not going to guarantee anything, but.
All right, Tyler, you get to pick, or Scott gets to pick. I apologize.
Yep. Yeah. Let's do,
you know the categories.
Hotels for 20,000.
Hotels. Let me cross these off here. Let's see, and then I have to talk amongst yourselves while I switch category. No, I'm just kidding.
So anyway, it was just it was.
Yeah, the Dow.
I was coming around the corner.
Okay, we're here. Enough chit chat.
He tumbled into the car a little bit. He
cried. He did cry.
He was pissed off.
All right. Enough chit chat. That's it. We're back. We're back, sons of bitches. We're back.
All right.
Yeah, no more time to talk. Okay. So here we go. Over to these are again. I'm telling you, I tend to lean towards the idea of multiple visits, but whatever. Over the last 5 years, every time I've stayed here, it has gotten worse. My wife and I stayed last night in a king suite room in a king night in a king suite in room 1219, and it was terrible. First off, we had no refrigerator. They did not bring one up, so at least they did bring one up, so at least that first problem was fixed. Then we looked around the room, and it looks dirty and not. Oh my God, sorry. And it looks dirty and not maintained. I go to grab the ice container, and there was an old bag in it with water from the previous guest. That's absolutely disgusting. I can tell you right now, the bedding was not fresh and reeked of body odor, along with in the living room armchair, what it looked to have some bodily fluids on it. Yeah, it's a hotel. My wife and I live local and come to Pittsburgh often for events, and I think this is our last stay here at this hotel for $400. And for $400, our one night stay there was high. Our stay there are high. Well, you could say at better hotels is what he says. I copied and pasted these. But the point is, where I get on this one is, over the last 5. So this dude just continues to go to this hotel. It gets worse and worse. And he's like, well, maybe this time it'll be better.
That was exactly what I thought. I'm like, man, this guy is just repeatedly going here and just be like, another shitty experience every time with this place.
And by the way, apparently he didn't write a Yelp review until now. Like now it's like, okay, it's been 5 years. I gotta say something.
I'm not
5 years in.
We've been all over insulting people who leave Yelp reviews. If I spend $400 at a place for a night and it was not perfect, I'm gonna leave a goddamn Yelp review.
That is true.
That's fair.
Yeah,
that is fair.
That is fair. Think of where would even be a $400 a night hotel. I don't.
It is in like a major downtown somewhere. Not a big city though. I wouldn't say it's like. It's not
but
one of the real.
Chain? Yeah,
these are all chains.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say a Hilton.
I'm gonna give that to you, dude. It's a double B by Hilton.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
Gotten
Scott's now up 40,000
things.
40,000 things.
40,000 things to
I'm
nothing.
jealous of your imaginary things.
Dude,
I'm
I'm like Scrooge McDuck just swimming in a pool of things.
Yes. And
I can't
all of the
believe
other
I'm.
parts.
I honestly
Yeah.
didn't know if any of you would actually guess anything because I mean, they're just so random. These aren't any like. There's nothing
I
special
can't
to any of
believe
them.
Hilton. He just thought of the richest freaking
That was
thing.
all I did.
Yeah.
All I did.
I honestly was thinking like a JW Marriott, like one of those nice ones.
Yeah. Marriott was my other guess. I'm a simple man, though. I hear Hilton, I go,
That's
Paris
rich.
Hilton's rich.
Paris
Right,
Hilton's
right.
rich, so it's got to be.
There you go.
That's fair.
Okay,
That's fair.
Tyler, it's up for you. You get to pick one of these things
All
again. We have
right.
gas prices, or gas stations, hotels, and retail stores
Retail.
for 20,000, I assume.
know it,
As
for
no one's picking the
20,000.
lower.
Yeah.
Okay. One star is too big of a rating for me. Starbucks counter person served us like a first day trainee left on her own with no idea of the concept of customer service. Food court wasn't any better. All they had to eat was 5-hour old stale popcorn and refused to make anything new.
So what is this place? It's got a Starbucks in it. I was gonna say Starbucks until he said the popcorn thing.
Yeah.
And then, oh man, so it's a big place that has a Starbucks in it. Oh man, that's a retail store.
You're on the right path with retail store.
Yeah, I think
So
it's
it's
the
a
only
category
path
goes.
I possibly could go down. Just family fare.
No, it's not it.
Nope. Target's got to be
Yes.
Target.
Yes, correct.
Hey, what gave it away is the popcorn. They don't sell popcorn in a family fair. They sell
Oh,
it
you're
at
right.
Target.
You're right.
And by the way, I'm glad you guys didn't look at the comment because my boy Nick Vernier had it right because he's right. Only Target and Kroger both have Starbucks inside their stores.
saw
So think
the
about this one.
comment. I saw it, but I was already gonna guess Target because the popcorn.
Okay, I'll trust you because I have a trustworthy face, and so I chose this one by the way in the end, basically to rail on this dude in the sense that what are you expecting? And the food court wasn't much better. I know Target's a little, it's not garbage. I mean, but any food court in a retail store, what are you expecting? I don't understand like the idea of leaving a review on the food court. And by the way, also railing on this worker. The worker what if she was a first-time worker, dude? That happens where someone like they were just trained and someone leaves for a second. And they're like, fuck, I'm by myself. I don't know the drinks.
Also, Target has nothing to do with that Starbucks.
They're completely separate.
Right. The Starbucks is inside of it, but like that's a Starbucks thing. Like they train their employees. The Target manager doesn't walk over and make the schedule for the Starbucks.
And if you had to pick, are you better off getting popcorn at a Target or at a gas station?
Target.
Yeah, I agree.
I would say Target. Yeah, for sure. I am not a pick.
Gas.
I'm not the most picky person, but gas station food. Ugh. Anyway,
No, I totally
not
agree.
when they say it's like fresh food that you're taking out or something. Like you're getting
there. You know what? There actually, I would say this. These days, there are some gas stations, like some truck stops, have very legitimate food. You know what I mean? There are
like
some
restaurants sometimes in it though.
Well, but even beyond that, there are some now these days that do have like even like turkey sandwiches and stuff that they are like brought in like either like every other day or something or whatever. I don't know exactly, but
you can order pizza
go ahead.
from a 7-Eleven.
I didn't. I
did not know that.
Someone.
Why would
I
you,
did
why
know
would you
that,
ever?
but only because someone told me about it. But you can explain if you'd like to.
No, just why would you? Why? Like
The
literally,
I don't know.
only sense is you go in there, wait till it's done, and eat it immediately after it got cooked.
Yeah, even that, I would be like, why would you order delivery from like a place that the whole concept is when you are extremely desperate and need something to eat?
Yeah,
You go
Right.
into here and you go, buddy, give me a chimichanga or something.
And yeah, it's one thing when you're just it's one thing you're right. You're driving home, you're either drunk or high, or you're just late at night and you're just like nothing else open or whatever, and you want what they got. But to like go out of your way and pre-plan a order for a pizza from 7-Eleven.
Hey, I'm ordering pizza from 7-Eleven. Like, does anybody want to chip in? Like, could you imagine saying that sentence?
Right. So, by the way,
real.
according to this guy here, that he worked at a Target when Starbucks came in, he said they are staffed by Target employees, so it's subpar / limited availability Starbucks. So there you go.
Fair enough.
We're keeping informed.
So
Scott, or Tyler, you get to
left the Yelp review. Okay.
Tyler, you get to leave a thing here. Scott is up, by the way, 60,000 to nothing of things.
60,000 to nothing.
What's he gonna do with all those things? We don't know, but he has them.
How many things does a new car cost?
1 million things. So
disappointing. It wasn't the answer I was hoping for.
No, it's Tyler's pick now, isn't it? Or no, you got the Target, so it's okay. Well, whoever, someone pick a category.
Okay, so wait, what? What are the amounts that we still have left?
We still have 10,500.
Okay, 10,000.
Really jumps down
stores.
after 10,000
on retail stores.
Okay.
Target is out.
No more Target.
Yes, Target is out. If I could give no stars, I would. I go to get my links taken out of my watch, and the old skank lady greets me with a terrible attitude. Not only that she says she can't take the links out, complaining that they can't be taken out. I took them to another store with no issue. I got the links took out. Beware of this boot-wearing attitude, have an old hag. She hates her life and shows it. Fire her now.
Okay, this is first of all a Yelp review about this specific woman.
Yeah.
Yes, and he wants her fired.
No.
By the way, he should say when he was there, and you should give some more specifics because he wants her fired, but we don't know who she is. But
okay, and also can we talk about this? Has happened a couple of times. It's people being like, if I could give 0 stars, I would.
Right.
Yeah, buddy, we get it.
Yep.
We get it. You gave half a star. Like,
right.
Like,
right.
Yeah, we
know
saw
you
how
can't
much
go
you
away.
gave.
Yeah.
So it's like you gave the worst.
You're calling this woman a hag, and you're telling me you didn't give that half star out of generosity?
This is one of those times when they need that rating system you were talking about for that old lady, where the employee could rate that.
Seriously, yeah, okay, yeah. She got.
Yeah, I'd like to know how this. I wish I should have taken these guys' names because usually the names are funny. I'd like to know how this gentleman came in asking for his links taken out. Like, you know what I mean? How did he go about his questioning of that?
Yeah. And what do we? I don't know what a lynx is.
I didn't know either, but it's just like you can with your watches if you like. You can shrink. You can actually take some to make them fit better or worse.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so they make them looser or tighter. You can do it, but he says it as if like, dude, he wants people to know he's got a nice watch, but he's apparently taken to Target, by the way.
Right.
Like that's the thing too. By the way, he's going to Target. Oh, good thing I said Target because that's not where it is. I almost said the name of the place because we were joking about it, but I
just gonna get another freaking
Tyler, none of the breaks are falling your way.
No,
or is it Scott?
And
Scott.
he still hasn't answered, so I couldn't even have answered if I wanted to. I couldn't steal it from you.
So do you know where this is, Scott?
Stop vamping. I don't like you vamping. I feel like it all should be on Scott, and he's got to figure it out.
Okay, so
I can't catch up.
Guy's getting his watch. You can't. If you got all of the.
No. I can get all the 10,000.
There is technically there's a possibility of final.
All the 10,000.
There's remember,
and then I have to get one of the 500.
Well, remember, Tyler, there is Final Jeopardy.
By 60,000.
No, it's 4. Oh, it's 3.
Yeah.
Well, Tyler, don't worry. Remember, there's Final Jeopardy. So.
Okay, all right.
I've got nothing for my Final Jeopardy. I'm feeling pretty good.
Okay, Scott. What we got here?
Okay, so this guy has a fancy watch. He's getting it resized. He's bragging about his watch. He hates this old woman.
Yeah.
Where do we go?
Where do we go for watches?
I'm trying to figure out. Yeah, because I would have guessed Walmart or Target for watch.
Right.
Where else has watches? Definitely not Family Fare. Definitely, you said Walmart's not one of them.
Right.
Meyer.
Don't help him.
Can't be on the list because that's not a national store. And if it was,
I guess that's true. I guess it's not a national store. You're right.
That would be an important fact to know.
That's a good point. They're all national chains.
Expressions. He does not have a poker face. You're asking.
Well, no. He's right though. He is right though. I said they're all national chains, so he's right.
Yeah.
I mean, it just can't be that anyway.
I think we should employ a time limit
Yeah, he got a pickup thing now. I agree.
That guy said Kohl's or JC Penney, which is
Don't you do it!
good guess. I'm gonna go JC Penney.
Oh, you suck.
Tyler, what do you think?
I'm gonna go Coles.
Tyler, you finally got some points. 10,000 points.
Awesome.
We have sweat bullets over
You
here.
should with your measly 40,000.
60,000.
60,000.
God.
Excuse me, yeah.
And
So
you know
much
what?
more than I thought.
Rolling in things.
Rolling in the
With
thing.
that, we're gonna go to another commercial break.
All right.
All right.
What we got
I
here?
don't-
Here we go.
You know what you do
You
for
don't
a
drum
commercial.
roll into the commercial.
Noah,
This
from our sponsors.
Okay, yeah. This next advertisement is for Tyler's Pretentious Portraits. Have you ever been looking at those amazing photos all of our phones can take and thought, I wonder if instead of this high resolution picture I could easily do myself, maybe I could pay someone to draw this for me at a premium price? Are you sick of going through your photos on your phone instantly and being able to make them look great with easy Photoshop? Would you rather submit an idea to someone and then spend 2 or 3 weeks going back and forth through email on how you'd like them to be? Well, if this message is for you, at Tyler's Pretentious Portraits, we are here for you. All you do is send us the image you already took, and then we'll spend a week or so drawing away a less quality image version of that and put it in a frame we got at Salvation Army, and then charge you out the ass for it. At Tyler's Pretentious Portraits, our motto is, no, it doesn't look like that picture you took, but hey, it's a drawing.
It's a drawing. No, it doesn't look like the thing you wanted.
I'll give you 5,000 things for a drawing.
You will give me all. My drawings are so high above what you could afford. Even
Tyler,
with all your things.
Tyler gets to pick a category now, by the way. Tyler, you could make a big comeback here if you get one right.
No, I can't make it good.
You literally
I
cannot.
literally cannot.
Hypothetically, you get all of these, and you bet all of it on Final Jeopardy,
Yep.
then forcing me to have to bet the same to secure.
It will all work out, Tyler, if you know what I mean. So pick up a category.
Okay, let's go. Ooh. Man. Gas station.
Gas stations for
10,000.
10,000. Yes. Let's see what we got here. Oh, this is a good one.
You're going down. Yeah,
All right.
you're not.
No,
But-
it's word math.
I know.
This is I
Math.
don't even know if I'll be able to read this. I'm gonna try to get through this, but they think they're good at math, quote unquote math, per the manager or owner when I confronted him outside. But let's take $3.49 for a piece of pizza and do your math. 0.06 cents, which is sales tax. So it's in Michigan, but that doesn't matter. It's a national brand. 0.06 cents, and that would come out to $3.69. Well, don't worry, it's $3.70. They round up there, in their own favor, and it's not the first time I've been ripped off. There, shame on me. But maybe the government or Better Business Bureau needs to check up on these places. I know it's just a penny. I know it's just a penny, but how many times a year does this place been rounding up?
Oh my god. Oh my god.
What gas station is that?
For the Better Business Bureau, and somebody calls you just like they rip me off on my penny.
Yeah, by him doing his own state tax math. And by the way, there's probably no proof of that. It's just that he
Decided that it was
By the
a
way,
penny.
and they have a scanner, dude. These aren't people sitting there with calculators adding up the total. This isn't the fucking 50s.
No,
they have just
they went outside with the manager. Like, hey, let's take this
Confronted it.
outside.
And by the way, he's
got a
complaining
penny.
after buying
You owe
a
me.
slice of pizza at a gas station, and it was instead of $3.69, it was $3.70.
Jesus Christ.
Over a penny. So this is a gas station. Got
Correct.
that much. It has pizza for $3.49. I'm gonna say 7-Eleven.
They rarely have gas. No.
They do.
They
no,
do,
in
yeah.
Colorado,
In Colorado,
all
they're
of them
everywhere.
have gas.
Oh, okay. Around here they don't, but
7-Eleven was
okay.
gonna be my gas, but
Although
What is
if you had paid attention,
my gas,
7-Eleven, yeah.
But I gave a hint from the 0.06 saying that it was a Michigan thing, and they don't have that really in Michigan.
True.
Yeah.
Should have thought of that. Fair enough. So, Shell?
No.
Hell yeah.
It was a mobile gas station. And by the way, I've
Whoa.
actually been to this gas station. The gas stations, I've been to almost all of them before. But,
Do they say,
but
so you like know which one it is? Like,
yeah, I'm familiar with this place. And it's like, I don't know. I haven't heard anything as far as the tax rounding up that they do apparently on a regular. But by the way, this guy notices it so much, but he still goes there regularly and purchases pizza from it, knowing they're screwing him out of a penny.
Seriously.
to the point where you're confronting the manager.
Oh my god!
Right,
Imagine
about your
you
penny.
Work at this place, and you have this guy just being like, "Where's my extra penny?"
Right. I know. Dude, you know what I would have done? I'd just walk over to that fucking little like take a penny thing and be like, dude, here you go. I don't fucking care.
Yeah.
Like, what do you want from me?
Congratulations, we rounded down.
Or you just get
Right,
the
right.
shotgun underneath the desk and say, "Get out of here! It's my penny now."
And so that was a Tyler pick, correct? So it's
Yeah.
Scott's turn. What do you want there, Scott? They're all still available.
They're all still available.
Yes.
They're all at 500, right?
Yeah.
Well,
Retail
yeah.
only has one left. Gas station only has one left. And hotel has two left.
Okay, hotel, 10,000
For 10,000, I assume.
Get out of here with these hotels. We're whittling down to, and you already got the Hilton.
I need as many things as possible.
Right. That's the way. This is America. Anyway, when they changed when they changed their business name, I thought they would be getting better, but I guess the owner didn't change at all. So this, by the way, this guy went to a place that sucked for a long time, but then they changed names. And he thought, well, maybe it's better. Anyway, but I guess the owner didn't care at all. I complained about their sidewalk for the past 2 years, but I haven't changed a bit. I think they do not know how clean their sidewalks. I think they do not know how to clean their sidewalks in the wintertime.
Oh my god!
So by the way,
I literally
sidewalk.
or just fuck off and show them if it's that big of a burden.
but dude, he went to this place and he's for 2 years complained about the sidewalks, and they haven't done anything about them.
So I'm trying to think of a hotel that's changed names, and I don't know if that's useful
I
or
knew
not.
that
No,
was
no,
coming.
I would, Scott, I would say this. It's more just like maybe something used to be a Red Roof Inn and now it's a Motel 6. It's more like that, I think.
Yeah, that's kind of the alternative I was figuring. So, considering you just said that, I'm betting it's not a Red Roof Inn or a Motel 6.
You
Well,
are 10 seconds, 10, 9, 8.
Scott gave me a little help this week, so I'm giving him a little help back.
Yeah,
you know what I
I
mean?
see that. I see that.
I'll go with a nice generic Holiday Inn.
Not a bad suggestion. What do you think, Tyler?
So that's a no. For
Yeah.
You. I'm gonna go with what is that one called? Let's just Marriott.
No, I'm sorry. It was a Best Western.
Best
Western.
I apologize, guys. But yeah, like, dude, think about that dude. So that dude went to this place a few times. Then they complained about the sidewalk. Then they changed names. They changed to a Best Western. But by the way, I didn't want to tell you this, guys, but in a way, if it's Best Western, it didn't go from a fucking high end to a Best Western. It means it just went from another middle ground one to a middle ground one.
Totally.
Yeah.
They didn't go from a Sheraton to the Best Western. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Like, all right, knock out the chandelier. We're a Best Western now.
Right. And also forget about the sidewalks.
Yeah. Yeah.
I complained about the sidewalks
at that
for
point,
2
you're
years.
knocking down like layers of that building.
Also, imagine staying at a hotel and getting mad enough about the sidewalks.
Right.
You're running up from here.
Yeah.
Go to your fucking room.
Just,
And
could
he
you imagine
complained
somebody staring
twice.
at the walk, or like walking and just kicking the ground, being
Yes.
upset about it, typing on their phone,
Taking a couple
This
more
is-
steps.
taking a picture of it.
And he complained for 2 years about the sidewalks, by the way. Not just like one time.
And then
All
he's
right,
this no place got
finally.
the sidewalks figured out.
Yeah, they did.
Scott, what do you want? Or Scott already picked that one.
You
So
know
Tyler, what do you
great
want?
Sidewalks your house.
Right. We got all of them left. What's up?
Retail.
Oh, that's good. There was a good retail one I remember near the end.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, this is a good one, by the way. This is a good one.
Maybe you bring it back.
I can't.
And I forgot to mention that you had,
like 50 now.
Tyler, I forgot to mention that this is the Daily Double. Woo!
Oh,
And he can
I
win.
don't know what that means. We didn't
It
really
means you can win
explain the rules.
$50,000 things.
things instead of 500.
You can win 50,000 things in this daily double if you get the answer correct.
50,000.
Wait, what is the?
Yeah,
what is
no,
the math on that?
don't. The logic is sound.
Which just conveniently would tie it up.
You have a better chance because we're gonna weed out some stuff.
All right. They lie about state minimum wage liquor prices. Simply put, you can put any bottle on the shelf and it's marked up 10% higher than the state minimum. Each year, the state minimum prices are set by the Liquor Control Commission, and the prices are posted on the government website for public viewing. Upon checking several different brands, I found all of them to be well above the state minimum prices, even though these are each marked individually as state minimum. Please do not flat out lie. Do not support shady business practices. Do not shop here.
Jesus.
God. One, shut the fuck up. Like so much like this like whiny alcoholic.
I know. Just go somewhere. By the way, when you guys know where this is, it's like just go somewhere else. You know where they sell liquor? Everywhere. Like go somewhere else then.
Right, and just sitting there, just sipping on his fucking slightly overpriced whiskey. Just
right. And by the way, if you're looking for state minimums, you ain't getting even no Jack. You're getting fucking, I don't even know what the ones are, but like the low end whiskeys. Like you're
but I bought this bottle of Boone's Farm.
It
was supposed to be $3.50 according to the government per the government website, but it was $4.
Why is the government regulating
seriously
the least your amount to charge for
I think that comes with the problem. Like I think there's like a worry that if like certain companies just start saying, yeah, if you buy a pizza, we'll give you a liquor for 5 cents. I don't know. It probably just has to do with something like it'd be dangerous. They feel, I don't know, but I'm just saying might have to do with like danger of marking 6 packs of beer for 50 cents or something. I don't know personally, but I don't really care. But
seriously,
wait. So the rule is that you can have you can't.
There's a minimum. You can't sell alcohol under a certain price. I have kind of thoughts on what that is, but I don't really know why.
Like everybody can't have too much fun.
Yeah.
Right.
Ramp up the prices. So they're not doing anything wrong then. They're just not charging the bare minimum.
They're saying it's state minimum, but they're not. Like they have all over their store. We sell liquor at state minimum, but if the state minimum they're selling it above it, even though but dude, again, this is just signage. He can just go to another store that does it.
Yeah.
Like that's the thing.
Yep.
Okay, Tyler, what do you think here?
I'm trying to think of is it a liquor store or is it a place?
I wouldn't describe it as a liquor store.
You would?
Sells liquor.
Wouldn't.
A retail store.
Yeah, okay. That's true. I mean, they sell liquor. So it's not a Walmart. It's not a Target because we already talked about that. It's where would it be? Somewhere with liquor that isn't those. It's got to be like I could see it being like a King Supers.
That's not a national chain, is it?
Is that a national?
What is it? He guessed. He guessed.
Okay, yep. That's a guess.
That's fair.
It's wrong.
It is wrong.
Family Fair.
No, it was a CVS somewhere.
Oh.
Damn.
And
I was
we're gonna
thinking
go
like higher end people bitching about the high end like prices.
So you only have Scott. You have hotels or gas stations.
You go to get the lowest price.
I didn't know CVS sold liquor.
Some do, some don't.
Yeah, some of them.
Scott, you have hotels or gas stations.
Hotels.
This is I wanted to get them all in. I almost wasn't sure if I'd do them all, but I wanted to read this one. So
yeah.
Whoever designed these rooms was not very smart. When you first walk in, you walk straight into the closet. As you take a right, you enter the bathroom area, which looks like with what looked to be smaller than a full bed. The area has little wiggle room, but when you walk into the area when you walk into the area with a desk, it's super spacious. Just what we needed. A bunch of empty space to do what? Yoga? I don't know. At the end of this space is a bathroom. You'd expect the bathroom to be something big. You're mistaken. It is small. It is as small as a bathroom that you'd get in a cheap motel. Very disappointed with the design of the room.
This guy's leaving a review like I didn't like my stay at the Minotaur's Labyrinth. Like, all right, so he said he spent a decent amount of money, and he could have spent less. You know what? We haven't gotten to it yet. Holiday Inn.
No. Tyler, what do you think? I'm going to assume he didn't pay attention, and I made a mistake, and I did double up on a brand name once. But I'm going to assume he didn't pay attention.
Oh!
I mean, all
so
right.
Just getting this 500 things for.
It could be his if he wanted them.
I don't know. I don't know, though. It could be a lot of things, right?
It could be 3 things.
Could be 3 things. What are those 3 things?
Don't worry about it.
I'm gonna say you didn't. Okay, not holiday, but it could be any of the others,
Right.
that we've said already. So
Just 3 things.
What?
Just 3 things.
Right. That's a funny thing. It really actually does come down to just the 3 that we've already. You've got it, Tyler. 500 points.
Oh yeah.
Handing out things to anybody.
Yeah, he did. That's how you got 50,000.
Scott, Scott gets the last pick then, right? At gas stations.
No,
And here you are, Scott, for $500.
It's Tyler's.
Oh, Tyler's. I apologize. Tyler. Here you are, Tyler, for $500. The review
Bring
is
it back.
no booze.
No, what is it?
Just no booze.
No.
For a gas
A
station?
guy went to a gas station and decided to go back. It was so mad to leave a 1-star review and just said no booze.
Oh man. Well, to
I
be
mean,
fair, imagine you were planning on drinking, and this is for some reason the only place available. And
I
then you get
suppose.
there, and your whole night sucks now.
Dude, I still wouldn't do it, but I understand. I guess
Feel like I'm sober. I got all this energy. What do I do with it?
Right.
I'm gonna leave a Yelp review.
Oh man.
No booze, bought meth outside.
Oh, exactly.
Well, why would he include that? He's not
We
complaining.
need an answer, Tyler.
We need Yelp reviews
we need an
letting
answer.
you know what drugs you can buy.
God,
outside of
we've
it.
already said so many freaking gas stations. I'm whittling them down. We already said. Fuck.
5 seconds.
BP again.
You got it. You got it.
All right.
All right. Wow. Do 2 of you actually guess one of these at one point? We have one more commercial and we'll come back for Final Jeopardy. 1 second here. I'm going to pull up the commercial.
All right. Anyway, though, he was pretty chill about it. The guy honestly was.
Stop trying to do this bit.
I didn't hate it. I didn't even hate it. All
What
right.
you running over him at?
I didn't hate it. Are you sick of paying high end for all your magic needs? Well, at Scott Ryan's Chaos Magic and Discount Spell Emporium, we know what you already know, that since this magic crap can't be proven anyway, all you're really doing is just substituting it for an actual personality. Why get ripped off by so-called authentic magic shops? Those people are just cashing in on your total lack of self and personal insecurities. Here at Scott Ryan's Chaos Magic and Discount Spell Emporium, we're in on the secret. We make sure our products are just real enough to get you cred with those who you seek it from and laid from the others. At Scott Ryan's Chaos Magic and Discount Spell Emporium, none of our shit is real or authentic. And we pass those savings onto you, the consumer. At Scott Ryan's Magic Discount Spell Emporium, our motto is, hey, if you really knew magic, our stuff should work anyway. and now we're on to Final Jeopardy. Now, Yelpardy works a little different than a regular Jeopardy in that I'm going to give you guys a thing, and if you get it, I'll tell you how much you won. One of you will have to lock in a guess, and then the other will lock in a guess, and then we'll just go from there.
Okay.
Now, this is something that you might rent. So I'm going to read a review, then one of you will say an idea, the other will say an idea, and I'll say if either of you got it.
Okay.
So it's something that you might rent. Blank changed my location. I didn't read the email, and went to the location today anyway by accident. The lady here was very rude and treated us as if we were robbers. She wouldn't even open the door to talk to us while we were standing outside in the pouring rain. Just kept repeating, this was her home. And after hours, she's closed today. By the way, I should note again, if you didn't catch that, this dude got an email telling, did not check his email. They told him, hey, we need you to go somewhere else. That's where the thing is. He didn't, so he admits that it was his fault. Anyway, blank changed my location. I didn't read the email and went to the original location anyway by accident. The lady was very rude and treated us as if we were robbers. She wouldn't even open the door to talk to us while we were standing outside in the pouring rain. Just kept repeating, this was her home and after hours, and we were closed today. What is this person trying to rent? Or where from or what? I'll listen to your answers and I'll decide if they're close enough.
Like
you want to go first? We'll have Scott go. We'll have Tyler, or we'll have Scott go first because he's in the lead. That way, that gives Tyler kind of a chance to hear an answer and see what he thinks.
This lady's, I'm confused. She is renting something out of her home?
I don't quite understand the situation myself, but this guy showed up to an address. It appears to be that they do rent what he wanted to rent there, but this lady claims that it's also her home and that they're closed because it's after hours. But he showed up to the wrong place.
I mean, that sounds like a shady campground.
That's not. Yeah, I get what you're going there.
But
you're renting. So I would say that's. I'm going to say no. I'm going to just say no. It's something you rent, though. Like I would consider that like a campground. I'd almost consider like a hotel room.
Okay, I'm gonna guess like a U-Haul type thing then.
Okay, and then Tyler.
Yeah, I'm gonna say her trailer.
Renting her trailer out. She's just renting her trailer out. Mobile home out.
Yeah.
God, Tyler, I tried. Scott got it with a U-Haul.
Yes.
The only unfortunate situation was the winner won negative 50,000 things, and so Tyler has won the game show tonight.
I still win. No, I still win, even at negative 50,000.
Yeah, because he had 60.
It's 10,000, 2,000.
Well, negative 60,000 things, and Tyler wins.
And Scott, is being scammed. And actually, the things come from your bank account.
Alex Trebek, can you explain to me why you thought it was okay to say the word gypsy before?
We're out of time. And that's a Price is Right. Anyway, there we go. That was Yelpardy for this week.
Yay!
Yeah.
We didn't even need that other subject. We would have just sort of weighed us down.
Yeah, it was smart planning on your part to not include it.
Exactly. I made it seem like it was a mistake, but really it wasn't. I forget. So that's it. Who's hosting next week? I don't even know. Is it Scott?
That's me,
Scott.
Okay. What do we got next week, Scott?
I think I'm.
That's not a good sound.
Yeah, well, we're going.
You don't know yet?
We're gonna say.
Okay.
No.
That's all right.
I'm leaning towards doing another op-ed, doing another.
Oh, nice. Okay. I'd be okay with that.
Might change that. We'll see. I'm kind of still kicking it around.
So literally, it is that.
Yeah.
That's all right. That's okay.
And opinion pieces, probably 90% positive.
Okay. I'm okay with that. Yeah, all right, guys. Thanks for listening so much, everybody, this week. Again, I hope you enjoyed this week's episode of Two Hippies, One Drunk. Eric Fady was your host this week with Scott and Tyler, as always. Really, again, we say this every week, but we really appreciate it. The numbers keep going up, and that's awesome. And please share if you can. If you like our podcast, or go to iTunes and leave us a review. 5 stars would be obviously ideal. And if you leave a 5-star review and screenshot it, you can send it to us via our Facebook page, and you could either win a Tyler drawing, and they will be better than Tyler's pretentious drawings. They'll be actual good drawings. And Scott's will give you a tarot reading.
I'm very pretentious.
That will not be fake. Not like from I can't remember your name is long. Your store's name was longer than this. Tyler's.
Right. Chaos Magic and Discount Spell Emporium. Just like
yes. By the way, I got to tell you
the draft I sent you.
Yes, I love that you used the word Emporium. By the way,
it's a great word.
I love it. Love it. Anyway, that's it. Thanks everybody for joining us this week.
Yeah.
Sweet.
See you next week.
With
something.
Mm-hmm.